Chinese New Year. Gong Hei Fa Cai, everyone. I have no idea if everything is set up properly because this stream is very, very, very impromptu. I've also so this was a stream that I wanted to do for a very, very long time. I'm a reasonable Hololive fan, Holo EN one specifically. And I've been wanting to do this stream for a very, very long time. Large part because I'm also a huge trading card game fan. And I'm sorry if I'm cutting in too quickly because my brain's all over the place. I've been holding off on this stream. Basically, when Hololive first announced that they were going to do a trading card game, I was really, really excited. It was all over the place. And I was really looking forward to getting my hands on some of these games. I wasn't planning on buying too much because it's never in my style to buy card games in boxes. I'm not that kind of player. And for anyone who's wondering like why you're only seeing my hands, this is going to be a hands only stream because I don't have that many good cameras and I don't want to split between the cards and seeing my face. And let's be honest here, the cards are probably going to look a lot prettier than my face. So yeah. So anyways, so I wanted to do this stream for a very, very long time, and a friend of mine actually managed to get my hands on this. This is actually the Series 1 boosters. I don't even. It's called Blooming Radiance. I barely realized the name of it, and it's a little bit of a thing, but like I generally have really bad memories, really bad retention on a lot of these names because I indulge in way too many IPs, and these names tend to fly by my heads like way too quickly. But yes, I had a box of Lunar New Year. A friend of mine actually managed to buy this for me after everywhere online was sold out. He found a place that had they were selling these on retail. Like it wasn't pre-purchased. It was basically saying, hey, if you want it, we have stock. You can buy a box from us. And I was like, awesome. Get me one. And got me this. This was back in like really, really long time ago. Like legit, I think it was when was this? It was well before October of last year. So like I think it was like within the first 2 months of this thing coming out. So he got me this. And then I was like, cool, this is awesome. I got my hands on this in October. It took a while, but I got my hands on this in October. And I've been wanting to do a stream for this for a very, very long time. There's also another thing I actually want to do, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing it on this stream. But if I get to do it, I'll do it. We'll see how it goes. But it's a bit of a not so great thing, and like it's a really picky thing, and I'm not sure what I want to do it for Chinese New Year. But anyways, or Lunar New Year for those who are particular about the delineation behind it. If you're curious, basically for those who don't know, there are some who are particular about calling this season Chinese New Year, mostly because they think that it's only limited to Chinese, and there are many, many different cultures that actually celebrate the Lunar New Year. Very notably within Southeast Asia, or people in Vietnam, and I believe Myanmar, if my memory serves me right. So yes. So all things considered, it is reasonable to try to be a little bit more inclusive, but at the same time, I'm also Chinese, so if any of you guys are Vietnamese and Myanmarese who's actually watching this, happy Lunar New Year to you guys too. But otherwise, yeah, at least for me and my close immediate family, it's mostly Chinese. So anyways, so yeah, I got this in October. And then what happened was that they later announced Series 2, which is this, Quintet Spectrum. Now, now keep in mind one silly little thing. I actually, when my friend asked me about buying Blooming Radiance, I actually looked up what was available in Blooming Radiance because they made a point when you're announcing this thing, that not all your Oshis are going to be like available inside the boosters. You're not going to be able to find everyone in every one of these things. Only select ones are going to be there, and even then, only select ones are going to be like in rares or ultra rares or those special treatment cards and stuff like that. Also, by the way, just as a quick side note, I'm not going to go through how this game is going to be played. This is just purely an open booster stream. So if you want to learn how to play, there's a link inside the description below. Please feel free to check that out. I've also included a link to their Hololive's like Hololive Pro, which is their official shop for all your merch, which includes where you can get these things. But unfortunately, all of them are sold out. So it's just there for reference. If you guys, for some reason, want to check it out and like you know, when they come out with Series 3 or whatever else there is, you're like, oh yeah, hey, you know where to look for it, right? So yeah, so this is Series 1, Series 2, right? So now for Quintet Spectrum, I actually have 2 boxes. And we're going to open Quintet Spectrum first. And the reason why I actually got 2 boxes of this is because, to put it very simply, I'm an Ina fan. I'm a Takudachi, and Ina is actually available in this series. So I'm going to be getting that. We're going to open these boosters. This is how it's going to go. Right? Now, before I begin, for those who are actually specifically looking for the AngPows, I am only going to be posting the QR code later down the line. I have, however, if you are so inclined, no pressure, if you wish to support me, there is a coffee and TNG touch and go link down here, QR codes that you can give AngPow to me if you feel like obliging me as much. If you don't, it's perfectly fine. No stress, right? So let's start, shall we? Oh, by the way, if any of you guys are watching and you guys like feel like the volume here feels a bit off, let me know, because yeah, like as I said, I kind of did this whole thing in a rush. I'm not even sure whether the lighting's coming off right, because I'm actually kind of worried that the light might end up a little yellow. It's really yellow on my side, by the way, but the camera has white balancing and it tends to turn everything a little bit more accurate. And if it turns out too yellow, I'll change the lighting. I'll change the light source a little bit, and hopefully that would reduce the yellowing in the visuals and all that. Right. But in any case, if you're hearing me okay, please let me know. If you're not, please let me know as well. So I would question how well you would be able to. Anyway, so anyways, okay, let's open Quintet Spectrum first. So yeah, for those who are wondering, yes, there is a URL here. For the Hololive official card game, there's actually a contact for here. I'm assuming they actually would. Oh yeah, here we are. It actually says like something along the lines of like for merchandise questions and all that kind of stuff, you can contact them. So I assume that they actually like do fulfillment directly from them. A quick note here as well. I've actually asked around. Hololive is not does not currently, as far as I know, have any official distributors within like regional distributors. So shops basically need to contact them for fulfillment. Now, personally, I've had a conversation with people over like whether this is a good or a bad thing, and all things considered, the playing field's not quite the same for Hololive, because at least for them, I think you can treat this more as a product that's like a collectible product, more akin to baseball cards that is for some reason completely playable. Because as I understand it, the intention here isn't necessarily to make a long-lasting and sort of sustainable game that's there to like build a league or build a tournament scene or build a massive player base kind of thing. This is just them fulfilling like the itch from some of their fans. It's a different approach. I know some of you guys might think that there's not much of a difference, but if you're trying to like sort of make this card game into a big ass card game kind of thing in the same legs that you would imagine Pokemon and stuff like that, the way you do this is slightly different. Like, because one, when you're looking at it as purely as a collectible, you tend to prioritize it as a collectible. I mean, that means that access to cards or barrier to enter is less of a concern for you, because as far as you're concerned, all you care about is like, okay, I'm going to create like 100 copies of this, or 1,000 copies of this, or 50,000 copies of this, or something like that. And then from there, what you do is that you basically say, okay, we're going to sell this, and then we're done. You know, if that's the way you want to go about it, sure. That's what you're going to get. That's basically as simple as that. And that's more or less what Hololive has sort of gone through with this. Anyways, all right. Enough of that quick aside. Let's start opening this packs. Tune up the. I don't know. I really don't know how I sound. I really hope that it doesn't end up like sounding too bad, because I get really nervous about audio. I need to check like this. Wait. Oh no, I'm going to damage it. This is what happens when you've never like done an unboxing video before. Like, I've never done pack openings on the stream. I actually had this ruler on the side as a marker, like a screen marker, just so that I have like some sense of like where the edge of my capture is. All right, here we go. Ah, Fubuki. Woohoo! Let's open. I really don't want to damage this box. Can't open it without damaging the box. Ah, there we go. Plastic. So let's see. It says here one box has about 12 packs. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That seems right. Okay, we're gonna do one thing really silly and quick, because I'm an old school TCG fan, and what happens is that more often than not, production differences can create like small variations in packs. So what happens is that for the fun of it, we're going to take this aside and assume that there's something special, because that's what my gut is telling me. So these are going to be special packs that we're going to open afterwards. All right, open them one by one and see what we get. By the way, keep in mind, I've actually never opened any of these packs before, so I actually don't know how the thing is going to be arranged, and I really don't know how to build suspense on this thing. So let's check this out. But for what it's worth though, I really do love some of the production on this, because I've actually legit seen production of booster packs that look a lot cheaper than this. This looks actually the cards are a little like slanted onto the bottom, which is kind of weird. Like most packs tend to have a little bit more space here, like they're more evened out, but this is actually pretty like loose. The prints are reasonably large, so that's kind of cool. And it has a URL there, so in case you like buy these things without the box, you can still check out. Oh, and also, this is one thing that most Japanese packs have, by the way. I don't know whether the camera's going to focus on this well enough, but I kind of like this in a lot of Japanese packs, because you have, they tell you the type of cards that are inside the set. So like things like OSR, which I assume is official secret rare, I'm not sure. RR, rare, rares, uncommons, and then commons. And then there is the Pareru, parallel, I think, which is like secret. Then OUR, which is original ultra rare, I think. Then ultra rare, secret rare. What's SY? I don't know, but yeah. Then S, which I think is super. No idea. Yeah, I'm quite sure if you look it up online, like you'll probably find out more about like the rares and stuff. But like, yeah, I can't recall off the top of my head. Let's open up. Oh god, this is actually oh god. Oh, I actually have no reference for this. It's horrible. Yay! Oh, it's an Ina debut card. This is kind of nice. So it is one thing that I was always really fond of. For what it's worth, I've seen some of those pre-cons, like it's a full frame shot. And also like this is Tokudachi Luckier, by the way. Like this is literally like the first card I'm opening, and it's straight up like our Lord Priestess, which is fantastic. And of course her default attack is like wow. Look at that. The debut card. And so like I'm trying to like make sure that like things don't end up too glossy, so you guys can see stuff too. White silver saint. So one of the worst problems I have really sometimes is that like there's so much talent, there's so many talents in Hololive that I can't follow them all. So I only know like mostly the EN side of things, and because this includes JP talents as well as the ID talents, like there's going to be a lot of references that I don't get. It's absolutely going to be like if anyone who's a fan of all the other talents or who actually can follow all the other talents like come in on the stream, I'm happy to have them just bomb me with like every angry statement they can come up with, because it makes perfect sense as far as I'm concerned. Well, Live Fantasy, oh my god, Grand Blue Fantasy kind of thing. Fantastic. So this is a U. I don't care if, by the way, I really don't care if like debut cards are common. Oh, hey look, it's mine. Yes. Oh, I have no idea what, I actually can't read this, by the way. Oh yeah! Oh my god! It's a Maho Shoujo Kanata. Oh god! It's a rare. This is the rare we got. Look at the shine on this thing. Really? Now, okay, the card game geek on me is actually appreciative of a few things. Like number one is that they actually bothered themselves with doing a really decent cut for the holo. So like you can see it's only actually on the back, like the background. It fills up the background and like does not interrupt the art. This is actually an interesting approach towards it, at least from where I stand, because what happens is that very often, sometimes they would do character arts for Hololive, and they won't really actually have like a full proper background. This is actually a really good way of sort of filling in what would have been the void of the character art. Like sort of like, oh yeah, hey, instead of just plonking nothing, they filled it up with a holo print, and it looks kind of nice. Like holo effect, it looks kind of nice. It doesn't even disrupt the original art itself. Yep, and with that, it goes right into a sleeve. So we have that. Cards, character cards, event cards, and we're going to separate this into commons and uncommons. That's how we're going to do it. And then similarly here. All right, let's open the next pack. Oh my god, it's a Narissa. It's a Narissa. Oh my. Marin is like looking extra like sus all the freaking time. Even on the card. Death Sensei. Oh god. Oh shit, this is a... Oh shit. It's Callie's supposed sensei. Looks really nice. I couldn't recognize this at first, mostly in part because I'm staring through a bunch of equipment, but like it isn't immediately obvious because like this is what my eyes are immediately like drawn to. Aww. Kyo? Fubi. Oh god. Holy crap, what's this? This is a RR. Yo. Oh my god, this looks so pretty. Look at that. Now look at see, like I was mentioning about how like the holo treatment doesn't touch the character art. Exactly what they did. You can actually see a bit of the holo treatment on the leaves and stuff, like as you go along, but like the character art itself is untouched. This is gorgeous. Interesting. This means that like whenever there's an unexpected like special treatment card, it ends up in the middle of the pack. Hey Fubuki. I'm just gonna say this because I'm not... Oh look, it's a rainy card. Rainy actually looks really nice in some of these things. This is a very lightly treated card. You can actually barely see the foiling. But it's mostly on the background. I have no doubt that like some people who are really into this game are probably going to be like having comments about whether the card I'm getting is actually worth anything. I actually have not checked it out. I'm actually very tempted to look at it like towards the end of the stream, but we'll do it as and when, you know, the time comes. There's no real rush. I'm just enjoying the pack opening right now. Oh look, it's an Ollie card. I actually really like some of the full art cards. It's really nice that they actually bothered they actually bothered themselves with this. Um, this treatment, however, is a really interesting and weird one. But you can roughly see like how they did the layout for the card. If it's not apparent to you guys, like you can see this, right? So what happens is that they laid out so that this is a delineation for the first, the main ability, and then if you have a second ability, it ends up on top. So it's always segmented like this, and then like this, and then between these two parts, right? They don't have a backing. They use black text with a white border to actually give out, like to make it pop out so that it's easy for you to read and see. The good thing is that because a lot of the cards are relatively like clean, they're not too noisy, so this is still quite legible and it's not too much of a problem trying to like read and play it. This doesn't necessarily work on all card games because some card games do tend to be very noisy in their backgrounds and it's just going to end up looking really ugly and really just messy. Ollie? Oh shit. Oh no, my cards are supposed to be down. My bad. Ollie's up here? Ollie's up here. Oh god, I actually don't. I'm just gonna... Crua? I think I got it right. This is a normal rare. Dang, short pack a little bit. I was hoping to keep as many of these as possible. I like them. Oh look. That's Fun con. Con? Just gonna keep quiet. I'm very embarrassed by my complete lack of like Japanese skills. Hey, look, it's raining. What the heck? Oh, yeah, I think they had like energy cards in this game. Oh, look at this! Kyoko. Oh, this looks so gorgeous. This is a super rare. An SR. I've got more. Look at that! The Narissa rare. Oh my god, Narissa rare looks so good. Look at this. So gorgeous. The treatment for this is so nice. The artwork is actually just impressive. Happy Lunar New Year to you too, Damien. How's it going? I think I'm on my 4th pack so far. My 5th pack. On how do you read this kanji? I don't remember. So one of the weirdest things is that being Chinese literate as I am, I actually can roughly understand like what like most kanjis mean, but like my brain just blanks out like on how to read them half the time. Oh hey look, it's a Kelly. Energy cards. I'm just gonna put energy cards aside. So, by the way, if anyone's wondering, I have actually described this to most people. The game roughly feels like Pokemon, like modified version of Pokemon. Being pretty busy for a holiday, you're gonna get some sleep early. That is great, man. Like that's what you're supposed to be doing for holidays. Oh my god, it's a debut Cali. This is so nice. Oh, look at that. Yo. Yo? Yo-yo. Yo-yo? 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 Okay, I'm not sure how to. So this is one of those kind of cases where the choice of treatment becomes a little questionable. Because the amount of foiling they've used is like really little. Like I think if they bothered, the stars could have do some foiling, but I think that might have required extra help, like approvals from the artists and stuff, which is can get a little troublesome. But this is But do you like the sound of opening packs? Hiru. Yeah, I actually knew I know that like the person. There's a person in the back of my head. I just cannot recall her name. I'm so horrible at this. Okayu! Oh my god! RR for Okayu! Look at how gorgeous this is. It looks so cute. They even actually like foil up her belt. It looks really cute. You can roughly see it here. I think the camera capture it. It's quite nice. See that? It's so nice. Look at that. Come on. So, like, I'm almost halfway through. This is 3, 4, 5. I got one more pack and I'm halfway through. And what is my whole stuff is like quite. It's been strange for me because it's never quite my cup of tea. Like the Maho shoujo aesthetics is never quite my cup of tea. But like I've always learned to appreciate it for what it is because there is a certain aesthetic to it that can be very, very appealing, or a lack of a better term. So like. By the way, in case you're wondering, like if any of you guys are a stickler for like Chinese New Year music, I'm sorry, I'm not opening packs to those songs. Like I'm happy to entertain every person who wants to come in on voice chat and just simply blast out like Gong Hei Fa Cao and stuff like that. But like I am just not going to like entertain like anyone like blasting Chinese New Year songs. Just realized that everything was a little higher than needed. It's my 6-pack and I'm halfway through. Oh, I never noticed this. So I've been opening packs all from the front, right? I actually haven't noticed the treatment they did for this one. Look at this. This is actually quite. They actually selectively matte treated some of the parts. It creates this really gorgeous texture. Like that finishes into this gives us off this really nice premium feel for the cards. Actually, I wonder whether it's the same for every card or is that like because I saw some of like the earlier stuff and like they would sometimes have like different treatments. Yeah, it's this one. The energy cards are slightly treated different. I love the texture for this. This looks so nice. Like the light glossing against it is like abysmal. Like it's ruining the effect, but like this looks so nice. This really feels really premium for what it's worth. Continue with the packs. Yay, look, it's a mouse shoujo stick. Mouse shoujo stick. Could you be more plebeian, Jared? Give it a little bit more respect. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Yeah, Ina. Un. Oh. Ah. Oh. Umamu. All my Japanese literate friends are gonna like eyeball roll at me so hard. I'm just not gonna bother anymore. Ooh. I like that. Oh shit! What happened? Oh no! Oh no! 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 I know. Oh wait. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. I actually forgot something. Give me a second. So there was something that was really important that I forgot about. I forgot to set up the battery for my phone. This is a camera phone. This is actually a camera phone, and I was supposed to set up a charging cable for it so that like it doesn't die on me halfway. And Like I was setting up everything. Oh yeah, oh, look, everything's working. I was so happy that everything was like, were in place, and then I completely forgot about setting up the battery. If this thing dies on the top. Bear with me. There we go. God, that was so scary. I'm already 50% down. Okay, anyways, where was I? Oh, yes. Oh, shit. This is it, right? Is there more? Where the other half of it? Forget the other half of the pack. Oh, I didn't forget that. Oh no! I think I swear this was the middle one. This is the nest. The nest. Other half of that pack. Hold on a second. Nope, everything seems to be there. Oh shit. Oh no. God, like, I'm not doing anything overly embarrassing this time. Yeah, we're good. We're good-ish. Okay. I don't think I have anything else. Did I do anything else? Okay. Alright. So far. Oh, there we are. Ah. Nice. Idol costume, Ina. Woo! You know? On? Am I reading this right? Dang it. I'm going to Japan in like late April. I need to go and like brush up on all of my basic like alphabets again. I do not use the skill regularly, and like if I'm going to find my way around or at least be able to read some signs, I need to be able to like hiragana and katakana properly again. Time to do something. Thank you, shimasu. Okay, all right. Okay, so we got half a box in, and that took half an hour. Great. This looks like it's going to be 2 hours. Oh, wait. All right, this is the second one, and I mentioned earlier that this is a pack. Am I missing a pack? 2, 4, 5. All right. Yeah. So I mentioned earlier during the stream that the traditional TCG guy in me suspects that there's something like really nice in here, and I'm gonna open it starting from this one because there's a little swelling in this pack, and the lining of this little because we're all secretly conspiracy theorists deep down inside, right? Oh my god, the amount of really nice Fubuki arts are really. I really don't. It's a Narissa. Oh my god, look, it's a foil buddy. God dang it, Marie. Stop being so lewd. So it's nice actually that you can actually find like rarefied I think this is what they mean by parallel. Like on the back of the packs, they talk about parallel cards, and I think this is what they mean by parallels. Like in the sense that there is a foil version of like some cards, so you can see actually that parallel, non-foil version of mine, and you can see the faint changes in between them. Like the way that they do the treatment is mostly just to fill in the background. Still makes it pretty nice though. Oh, got a friend who'd be like super happy. Not the obscenely great shit thing that I was like looking forward to, but it was still pretty nice. It's actually interesting that like some of these packs actually have like double foils and stuff. I'm actually wondering whether I actually missed anything because my weird suspicion is that there might be actually like stuff that whose foilings are so subtle that I might not have thought they were a thing. I hope I didn't. But so far it's not. Pack opening ASMR. Oh, look at how hot rainy looks like this one. This is so weird for Callie. Oh my. Also again, how gorgeous. If you hold it against the light, you can actually see the gloss treatments they have on some of the parts of the card. It actually enhances the feeling even more. There we go. Does it help? Like, do you guys like the sound of packs opening? Because I need to know. Because I think it's cute. Once again, you can actually see like variants of cards where it's not. Oh my god! Look. Oh my god! Look at that foiling. Like the camera's not picking this up that well, but you can see like the textured foiling in the background against the art. It's a really deliberate choice on their part. It actually looks like it's uniquely selected for this. It's a very flowery-esque design. Really amazing. Roughly make it out, see? See that. So nice. Okay, I have decided I will do the asshole thing later and like actually show you guys like one thing that I wanted to do. Or alternatively, I might just record it as a short. Starting again. Common. Oh my god, look at the Ollie. Crazy Ollie. First. Oh, it's just a unique ability, unique art kind of thing. This one's just alright. Like it's I'm sorry. This just looks like a like bamboo shoot to me. Adorable. Aww. Oh, oh. Suck on. Oh my. I wonder whether I'm going to get a special treatment version of this art. This looks really nice. Look at how nice this art looks. Oh, this marine. This is a completely different. Oh, this is a really nice art of it. But the foiling on this one is really subtle. It's barely noticeable. Has this been sitting around? Oh, I missed these. Oh no! I think I have a secret version of it. So, picking it up. It was one of the first cards I opened. Oh, oh, much further down the line than I thought. Oh no, it's not. It's completely different. Completely different. I'm horrible. Up. OSR. By the way, yes, I'm very aware that she graduated and it sucks. It I have not thank you for asking, Damien. I have not got like what I'm really looking for just yet. But this is like I like what this set of these cards really are for what it's worth, if that makes sense. Like in a sense that if you're a fan of Hololive, and you'd always wanted like collectible cards to just mess around with, like you'd want cards of your Oshis, your idols and stuff like that, your virtual idols and stuff like that. This is actually a really good product. This is, I would say, like this is a genuinely sincere product. It feels good to open packs, and it feels good to really get the packs that you sort of like the characters that you want. Like all of them, some of them have unique artworks. Some of them have like the default artworks, which is stuff that you'd obviously like would appreciate anyway. But they're not selling you short. Like legit, these feel like really nice. Some of them, like the extra treatments that they've given, are really personalized. So like it's not like they chose generic treatments and just went with everybody. Like all the special treatment cards are really uniquely treated. So you compare that against this, compare that against this. All of them are uniquely treated in their own way, which is really nice. So now I've opened a full box at this point, and this is actually a pretty amazing, like I would honestly tell you that this is a pretty amazing product. The production into this is not easy, and now you're going to go ahead and like compare, if you want to compare this against a lot of the other card games, I think it's fair, because that's how you should be comparing it against a lot of the other card games. And for that reason in particular, this is actually, I would say, like the production into this is not easy, and now you're going to go ahead and like compare, if you want to compare this against a lot of the other card games, I think it's fair, because that's how you should be comparing it against a lot of the other card games. And for that reason in particular, this is actually like it in terms of production, it definitely stands well with every other trading card game out there. I was actually going to do this thing where I wanted to show just basically how like the card stock that they're using. And this used to be a thing because some games legitimately had thicker card stock than others. I can't remember which game was it, but like I remember one game under Bushiroad, where because the target market was intended for younger kids, he actually had a card stock that was almost like, if I'm not mistaken, like twice as thick as every other card game out there in the market. Compare that against cards that like sorry, give me a second here. Sorry. Compare that against cards that were like Magic the Gathering, which was sort of the standard bearer for trading card game card stock. They legitimately were like significantly heavier. Like you could actually like weigh them and you could tell that they were like nicer cards, so to speak. So it was actually a whole thing that I wanted to do. And I went down this line of like really just checking every other card game out in the market, and I realized that the deviation in terms of card stock was like less than a gram. Like I took 10 cards and weighed them out, and like the average deviation between them was like less than a gram, and that's like 10 cards, right? So it means the average deviation at most, right, was less than 100th of a gram. Sorry, yeah, like it was about 100th of a gram, and which is just really, really tiny. I think the math is off a little bit there, but whatever. Yeah, so it was that really, really, really small. And so if you're particular about card stock and how they feel in your hands when you're playing them, when you're shuffling with them, or when like if you're worried about like how well they will take up to moisture and stuff like that, like speaking purely from grammage, which is one measure, not the final measure, most card games are sort of normalized around the same card stock as Magic the Gathering. So I wanted, because I've never opened these packs, right? I've never opened these cards. I wanted to hold sort of Hololive's production to like their feet to the fire, and I wanted to compare like the card stocks between Hololive OCG against that of the original, like the old trading card games and everything else. So like I had a bunch of packs from like a bunch of cards from everything from Lorcana to Flesh and Blood to Pokemon, and I had them all lined up. I tested all of their weights out, and the one TCG that was lighter than the normal ones is the Japanese Pokemon cards, which is really, really weird if you ask me. But anyways, besides the point. All right, we're going to open another box right now. We're going to open box 2, but so far let's take a look at what we have. These are our rares. So far from this first box. This is actually treated as an S, so I'm not going to call it a rare. This is an S. This is a rare. There's actually a lot of these. So these are rares from this first box. Real quick. I know the glare is a bit of a nuisance, so I'm sorry about that, but like, so these are rares from this first box. So it's really nice in a sense, like it's actually pretty, like there are no real duplicates here. God, the glare against Marine is so bad, but it's fine. It's fine. Then there's a bunch of S's, which I assume it's like parallel. So like what that means is that they exist in lower rarities, but like you can get um, like special versions of them. Like you can get foil versions of them, which is what this is. Which is what these two are. And then on top of that, you also get these, which are, this is the OSR, which is the original SR, I assume. OSR, does it say OSR? Yeah, this is the OSR. Look at the big ass orca. Okay. And then we have, this is an RR. I've got, I think, like 3 RRs on this thing. It's an RR. This is an Okayu RR. This is an SR. Oh, sorry, I got 4 RRs. So there we go. This is how it looks like. This is a separation of how this box looks like. Whether every box is going to look the same, we're going to find out in a second because I'm going to open the second box in a minute. But let's see what else we're going to get. Right. Also, if anyone's lingering around for the AngPow, the Malaysian AngPows, and for if some reason that like you're not registering on the concurrence, I'm probably going to open it. I'm probably going to put up the QR code after I finish the second box, or if I get something really nice from the second box. I don't know. The second box. We don't have the first one. You drink of water. By the way, for the AngPow thing later, there are. I've set it up so that there's like 39 available AngPows for pickup. And the sum is going to just really be random amongst everyone who claims it. All 39 people. I don't know how it's going to even out, and I'm actually very curious, and that's kind of half the reason why I'm even doing it, because I kind of want to know what's going on. So if you want to, just stick around, and I will pop out the QR code. By the way, once I pop it out, I'll probably just leave it on screen like for a while until it's claimed. So even if like you leave and you just come back later, and for some reason like come in just as the thing, like before the thing gets completely claimed, right? I'm perfectly happy. Oh. Hey, let's do this. But yeah, by the way, in case you didn't notice, this is one thing that like a lot of booster boxes are designed to do, which is like really just open up to like allow you to become a display thing. I don't know whether I'll ever do anything with it, but like it's a thing that I'll just leave as a option. Oh my god, it's the first pack and I've already got a SR. The rainy SR. So if I'm not mistaken, like the number on top here, the like you'll see like first, second, and then like there's a debut thing. Like debut is basically your basic Pokemon. Like you have to start with that, and then you can evolve them as well. If I'm not mistaken, I really can't remember the rules, so please don't quote me on that. And if you want to correct me, please feel free to do so in the comments. Second one. Probably play this now. Sure. I don't know why I keep doing every time I see this. So dumb. Oh wait. Not bad. Yeah. I actually still don't have any like. Oh my god, it's the second version. Like a copy of Narissa, of this exact version as well. Rare in Narissa. I still don't have a rare like Ina, and it's annoying the crap out of me. I think there's supposed to be one. I'm gonna be so annoyed like if I find out like the actual official list doesn't have a rare Ina in this one. And I'm like, oh no. Like if I misread the thing and I found out that oh wait, no, Ina's not in it. They know you're not gonna find anything. I was like, oh no. No. Why did I bother? Oh my god, it's the second one of this. How am I? How is it possible that I'm getting like two of these? Also, before anyone asked, I think the play set in this game is like 3, if I'm not mistaken. Debut Cali. Sometimes I really do appreciate like the debut cards in the sense that like it does, like if you're a long time fan of some of these talents, it becomes such a nice um sort of callback kind of thing. You know, great nostalgia. Oh my god, Marine's Maho Shoujo form. Didn't even know she had a Maho Shoujo like, costume. This is how much I follow the JP talent. Oh shit. By the way, unrelated, but like for some reason the messages aren't showing up on chat as well. So please do excuse. Nina. Ooh. This is another RR. I feel like opening these packs can be really risky because like they're super reflective. You can roughly make out like what's going on in the background, although it's a little blurry. Time is now. I'll tell you what, depending on how fast I open these things, like either I crack something really nice or I'm just gonna like do the AngPow thing at 11. Oh, second copy of this. Nothing to shout at this one. What? Oh, this is another RR. It's a really nice VP RR. Look at that. Look at the treatment on this. So they actually chose a foiling treatment that makes it look like there's actually snow in the background. It looks so nice. It's a mix between like snow and like this kind of like digitalized feeling to it. You can see the blocking for it. So nice. I'm sorry, you can't see my face. I realize I really should do a face cam on this because my face is like really smiling and really silly about this. Ah, also unrelated, my back's kind of stiff. I'm in this really weird posture when I'm streaming. Like I'm overly straight and it's probably not comfortable. Because I'm really conscious about like where my hands are during the stream. Obvious reasons, right? Oh. Oh my god. It's a you are. It's a full art one. This is gorgeous. Look at how beautiful that looks. Oh, and it is Cali oil. Oh, this is a really nice. I like this. can even see the strings of foiling that like they did for Pokemon. It reminds me actually of the secret rares in old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, you can't see the detail as well, but like camera can't capture this detail, but it looks really accurate. Accurate. Like from the top. 5, 7. Okay. Got 4 more packs to go. Ah! Finally! Can't keep it up. Finally cracked on me. I could keep it up. Like, I like keeping these booster packs. Like, I thought I could like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have like 20 booster packs. But this is cute. This is an S. Oh look, it's a marker. FF. One of the worst things about streaming, it really is like you your complete ignorance of the topic sometimes just completely goes on display. And the ideal case is like you really should do your studies before you start streaming. Unfortunately, I'm also effing busy, so like I'll just roll the punches and hope that people are more than happy to correct me. Because as far as I'm concerned, you guys get to share your fandoms, and I get to learn, so it's a win-win. Oh, I haven't seen this card in a while. Actually, surprisingly, this is actually like second copy. Shot one more. Got 2 more copies, 2 more boosters left. And so far, the answer is I have not like had any really nice cards. I'm a little sad. Where this expression for Ollie just like makes a shit ton of sense for some reason. Like Ollie has some of the most interesting expressions for cards, especially. It feels like a ton of fun. Oh, and that's it. This is the last one. Yeah. So, that done. that's all. Uh, that is all tinted spectrum that I have. And considering that they're sold out, this probably means that I probably won't be able to get my hands on any additional cards from the set. So let's take a look at what we have so far. So these are all the rares. I didn't think any of them are S's. Oh, this is S. These are all the rares. I really should bring it up to the camera because the glow is actually kind of annoying, right? Like the reflection actually makes it so hard for you guys to like see the cards. Oh, right. The dang QR code on that one is like something that I forgot. Yeah. So these are all the rares. This is actually a really nice one. I'm actually really like. So personally, it's not my favorite style of art. I'm not that fond of this style of art, but it's also really nice. Like it's also a really nice Cali artwork. That it's like I have to appreciate how unique it looks, how vibrant it looks, the energy that it brings to the table. Just genuinely like how awesome it generally feels. This is really, really nice. And he completely suits the character too, by the way. I just want to flag it out there. This is just fantastic, right? There's some stuff here, like some marine stuff that looks really, really just her. Like Marine's really good at like playing that role, and she's been just really, really good at it. By far of all the JP talents, she is one of my favorites for really silly and dumb reasons. And I think she's an easy person, like just like easy talent to get behind for once again very silly and obvious reasons. All right, and let's look at the high rarity. So these are the RRs I have. We'll bring each of them up to the camera after this, and then we'll go into them. This is my second copy of the same RR. Looks pretty nice. Look how shiny it looks. Right, okay. This is an unexpected one. This treatment is a bit unique. You can see actually the streaks in the foil. It I don't really know what you're going with this one because it does almost feel like as though there's wrinkles in the card, but at the same time it looks kind of cool. I suspect that like the idea here is that because there's a slot machine in the background, they wanted to give that kind of movement of like the slot machine, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. This style of foiling has its weird moments. Ollie's one looks really, really good. The energy is just right. Like she pulls off this kind of mad scientist look well in this one. I really have nothing to say about this, but like nothing but praises. This is fantastic. This Fubuki one also as well looks fantastic. Like the choice of foilings adds to the snowy feeling, and I think really accentuates like what they're trying to go with this thing. This looks really. Now let's come into this one. There is this one which is the SR. There's a rainy SR that I managed to get. It looks really pretty. No comments, really no bad comments, at least from my side. This is just brilliantly executed. And then of course there is the UR, which is sort of the prime of the box. And this is just fantastic. Like I mentioned, there's actually things on this foil that the camera cannot catch. The foiling actually has like sort of very intricate lines you can just barely make out inside. So it looks really nice by and large. These are all going into the focus room. Fantastic. All right. Okay, with that, it's time for what some of you guys might be here for, which I don't think so, judging from my concurrent stream viewers from, like at least online. But hey, a promise is a promise, and I'm going to do it. So right now, I'm going to share. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Okay, here we are. I'm going to put up the QR code for the touch and go eAngPows thing. So if you are based in Malaysia and if you want to get some angpao from me, please feel free. Like, get up your phones. If you're not familiar with how this works, get up your phone, open up your touch and go app, and scan this QR code that I'm just going to put up on screen in a bit. Give me a second, yeah. Keep in mind, there's limited amounts of this. The pool isn't like infinite for obvious reasons because I'm not Mr. Beast. Please don't get too disappointed if you don't get like too much money. This thing is completely at random, and there's only about 39 packets set up. So it should average to about like $10 per person, roughly, like slightly less than $10 per person. But yeah, I'm curious where it'll land. All the best to you guys, and like, yeah. Also, by the way, for obvious reasons, I found out that this does not last for more than 24 hours. So if this code doesn't work for you, like if you're scanning this within 24 hours of me sharing this, and I made this code just like, I think a couple of hours earlier. If any of these codes don't work, this code doesn't work for you, please let me know. I don't want to cheat anybody. So if it just doesn't work within this next 24 hours, I'll make a new one and I'll post it up somewhere like on my social media, so that like you guys can get your proper dues and stuff. There you go. And I'm gonna leave it on screen for a while I grab some water. I hope some of you guys actually can scan this, by the way. I really, really hope so. Do I get alerts for this? I have no idea whether I get alerts for this because I've never actually played around with it. If you do get the money, please, if you'd be so kind, leave me a message and let me know that you've got something. I'm supposed to be told that like there's a leaderboard option here that like lets me know how much everyone gets. But I would love to know like from your side confirmation that it's not something I'm missing. Yeah, just in case you're wondering, this QR code is only available for anyone who's using the Touch and Go, which is the e-payment system in Malaysia. Is that what you would call it? I don't know. But anyways, yes. So for those who are using the Touch and Go app in Malaysia, and it's only valid until 8 p.m. tomorrow. So if you're watching the VOD somehow in the next 24 hours and you wanted to give it a try, please feel free to give it a try. I don't have that many people on this channel, so hey, who knows? You might actually be able to get some money. Now I'm going to move this QR code to the bottom here. And cover up my CNY coins thing. So if you're here for that, as I said earlier, I'm going to leave it on because I genuinely want you guys to, I genuinely want to live up to that promise of giving you guys these red packets. So I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. And oh, by the way, if any of you guys like need this tutorial on how to like read a QR code on your screen, you can screenshot it on your you can screenshot it, and then after that, screenshot it on your phone. Then after that, like use a QR code reader, which can read, like you can import the QR code into the QR code reader, and it's going to take you there. That kind of thing. just chilling and enjoying some music. Just taking a quick break. I'll open it. This is gonna be the one I'm gonna open up. Blooming Radiance. Check some stuff while I'm here. Two boxes in. Camera seems to have shifted. Oh, Kelly too much. I feel really bad, but the fact is that Gura is here too. Gura just gets popped out. Like, oh god, the camera shifted so much, right? That, like, she's not even in the frame anymore. Like, she's actually here. I originally arranged this so that like Gura's in frame, but like I think camera sort of like gradually gone a little lower enough that like, you can't see Gura anymore. Gura's right there. Look at there. Look. Just absolutely fine. But anyways, okay. Oh god. All right. Okay, enough of a break. Let's come back to the last one now. By the way, I am kind of sad that I didn't get any like rare Inas. Want the rare Inas? Some guys on the comments going, sure, you can't get rare Inas. They don't exist in the set. You got the wrong set. She's not out here. And I'll be like, that's good to know. I suppose. All of the wiki stuff is really nice. Like I really shouldn't complain. Really are. Okay. So that's a cute thing about opening boxes. Is that there's this constant feeling like it feels like this case of like Schrodinger's it's sort of like Schrodinger's value, so to speak, because some people are like, okay, until you open it you don't know what's inside, so what happens is that you don't know the true value of the box and you can always speculate on it, and it's can be kind of fun. And if you're into the kind of person that's trying to like 10x your savings or some shit like that, it can be an interesting way to go. I'm personally the kind of guy that believes that products should just be products. So let's open this one. The one cute thing is that I don't know whether you'll notice, but like the Cover Corp logo completely blends into the blue here for Suicide. Otherwise, the layout's more or less the same. The treatment is not as good. Like if you compare this against what they did with this one, you can actually somehow feel like the tinge of like improvements they did in the packaging along the way. Similarly, the backing board for this thing. Of it. Similarly, there's 12 in this 12 in this booster, so we're gonna open each of them out. Starting from the top. Keep in mind, this is actually out of stock completely. This is actually Series 1, which is basically the first booster they did. It's equivalent to like first edition in Magic the Gathering. So yeah. So these in theory would be really expensive boosters. But I don't know. I'm more of a player than a collector, but I'm happy to oblige. Like, hey, if you want to buy money off, like cards off me for like stupid amount of money, I'm gonna entertain you, kind of thing. The card really does feel like okay. So one thing of note though, the cards feel slightly different. I don't know how to tell you this, but like it feels stiffer somehow, and I don't know whether it's because of the manufacturing time, or whether they change anything with the card stock, or if it's simply because it's been in these boosters for so long. Keep in mind, I literally had this for at least half a year before I'm opening it. Oh my god, it's moving. Right, she's carded in this one. Promise. Fauna. So they are obviously based off some things off like uh, the uh, the uh, the recap series, like the hologram, because this is actually a scene from hologram itself. God, Murray. Oh, look, it's a Kiara card. Oh, and this one had the energy card at the back. Nice Kiara card. Kiara RR. Pack number 2. So one of the interesting things that like I find fascinating, like this last year, 2024, has seen the release of like a crazy amount of new card games. A lot of it, um, like there is the um, Cookie Run card game. There is the Ultraman card game. There's the Gundam card game. Um, God, I like. It's really hard to keep track of it if you're a fan of trading card games. And a lot of it, like some very often, like a lot of the systems don't vary that much. Often they're more or less like small deviations to the same thing. And there are some games that just stand out like crazy. More recently, I think, which one was it? I think it's called Altered, if I'm not mistaken. Altered. Crap. Yeah, it's a card game from the US as well. That alongside with Flesh and Blood has been a couple of the more interesting trading card games that came out that do not use what I would consider the traditional battle, um, like cast battle and attack kind of systems. Because like for the longest amount of time, you would see something that is mechanically somewhat similar to Yu-Gi-Oh, if not then mechanically somewhat similar to Magic, and you see some deviation between these two. Altered and Flesh and Blood have been like two games that sort of have been significantly different from this genre. From these two, which is kind of cool. Isura. Aki. It's a Muna RR. Okay, this is kind of weird. I don't know whether they did this intentionally, but the energy card seems to be appearing more consistently in this one. Like, as in, it's more consistently at the back of the card, but in series 2, it's actually almost random, like somewhere amongst the commons. A little cramped. First one. Oh, okay, so this is going to be a bit dumb. There is one thing that I like to do, and I actually never, I don't know whether any of you guys do this, but I do sniff my cards. And I hate to tell you this, but Series 1 smells like glue. Like, legit, it smells like adhesive, which is likely from the adhesive they used to, like, put in the foiling and the treatments. I don't know how to describe this to you, but like Magic the Gathering has a different smell, and Altered has like old school Magic the Gathering card smell. Yeah. If it's a thing for you, yeah, worth noting. Oh look, it's Kobo. Oh my god, Kobo looks so cute in the idol outfit. Oh. Oh my god, this treatment is so nice. Can you see the stars in the foiling? Like, it looks so nice. Look at those stars in the foiling. You really made her look super idol. Like a really powderful idol. So nice. I should probably highlight that this is a Suisei card. There's supposed to be like a signed card in here somewhere, but like I have no idea what that looks like and I've never looked it up. Hey, Suisei. I've never looked at Louis quite the same way again after I've seen that cursed meme of her like without her feathers. If you've ever seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Like the one with the chicken wing. Yofi. Art feels really, really rigid in this one. I don't know how else to tell you this. Oh, Oh my god, look at this movie costume. It looks so cute. Friend is just there hanging by her hand. This is so cute. Aidoru. Maiku. I can read this! I'm so happy. Oh, look. It's Iris. Iris. Oh my god. It's a rare Crony. Oh my god, Crony looks so gorgeous here. Look at that. So this is actually one of the reasons why like not having a text frame is actually kind of cool. You get to appreciate more of the art. The foiling is actually quite nice. There's a tinge of like slight treatments around the edges, like the detailing. So it actually does make her clock look extra like standoutish. But you can roughly see the reflective quality between where my thumb is. Like as I shift along, like between the blue and the gold, they're not quite the same. But yeah, so actually there's a lot of attention put into actually making this. Holy crap! I got an RR alongside with it. This is nice. See? Once again, you can see the sort of different foiling treatment they use. So you can actually like see how much attention they've put into this product. It's really, really nice. Like if you're a fan of Hololive and all that shit stuff, like these cards are definitely like worth the purchase. Oh god. Oh god. So this is exactly what I thought was happening. Okay, my camera just fell. Give me a minute. I'll put it back up. But this is exactly what I knew was happening. I just didn't think it would go this far. Let me just finish leaving this thing. So basically, like my camera's not like on a proper full stand that like some more professional booster opening guys usually would do. There's actually like a proper like square stand that some people use for these kind of things, which is really really cool. But the so instead, what I do is that I actually have just a normal arm that's placed, um, like I just place it up and like I try to put some counterweights on it to try and hopefully balance it off. But like it gradually slumps its way down, and then eventually you get that kind of moments that you just saw. I don't like it, but hey, you gotta, you know, if I was gonna get picky about it, that just means this stream would never happen, you know. And I didn't want to wait anymore. I've been holding on to these cards forever, and I wanted to open them so badly. What pack am I? I'm on. This is pack number 6. I'm halfway through the box. Oh my god, this is a very nice Susan card. Ooh, look at this Kiara art. Very sweet. Waku Waku. There. This is gonna sound really dumb, but like I'm only like more familiar with Flair thanks to her parent infatuation with Ina, which is so funny and sweet all the same time. Like all the same time. Pack number 7. So sweet. Louis. Oh, look. Oh, it's RR Polka. This is actually really interesting. Because they actually made this kind of thing looks like a turtle shell. And the treatment that goes along with it actually kind of cool. That was pack number 8. Pack number 9. 10, 11. Oh no. This is pack number. This is pack number 8. And 9, 10, 11 trophies. 4 more packs. We're almost done for the night. I actually don't know how some people like do this for 4 hours. That. Oh. Oh, Swiss as you are. Look at how gorgeous this looks. Holy Jeebus. This is nice. Look at how gorgeous this looks. I'm gonna hold it up close to the camera. Gotta do the idol reveal thing, man. Look at that. Look at that foiling. Look at the touches of the stars inside and the foil. Look at just how gorgeous that is. Hiding behind Kiara. Shame on you, Suisse. That was pack number 8. So far, actually, so it seems that, like, I know this might be my monkey brain, like, just looking for patterns where there might be none. But if you're gonna buy from a new box, like, pack number 8 feels like a great place to, like, grab your first pack. It seems like consistently, at least in the sample size of 3 boxes, like, they seem to have pretty good cards. This is pack number 9. Oh, look, it's Iris. This is. I mean, it's a stone axe. Yes, I know what it is, but like. Oh. Look, Ikora. Yeah, so I didn't expect anything from pack number 9. Pack number 8 is where the good stuff is usually, at least from, once again, the sample of 3 boxes. From 2 different series, I have to probably highlight as well. So statistics are not necessarily in your favor. This is pack number 9. I'm going through them a little bit faster, partially because there's nothing like outstanding. Base card is just basically witness me. Her ability is just witness me. Oh, ASCII. RR. ASCII. Also similarly, like both of them are ones that I don't follow as much, but I've seen ASCII like perform during the recent Hololive concert, the one that I went to in KL. Yeah, she's amazing. But the person can only have like, you know, so many Oshis. Yes, I know that you, in theory, you can like have a Kami Oshi and hear the whole thing, but I'm not that able. I would really like a really nicely treated Holo EN card though, to be honest. Mommy. Funny. Gotta. Oh, this is nice. This is pack number 11. I am so wrong. It's an OSR of Louis. Look at that. That is. Look at the tree. Look at the pyramid triangular like diamond-esque treatment they're giving Louis there. Like this is the cool part, right? Like the camera does this really well, where you can't see all the. You can only see some of the treatments at certain angles, and then some at like other angles, which makes this kind of card looks really nice. The background is just basically all this, so like there's no detailing, there's no actual background into it, so there's no drawing there to distract you from, at least not that is loud and obvious, and then Louis just stands out on top of it without any treatment. So the foiling is the one that basically creates a lot of movement and noise, where Louis just stands right in the middle of it all. It makes her look like she's standing on top of a stage, which looks really nice. And of course there's this Sakura's like fantasy art. Like this looks really nice. This is actually a really nice pack. This is pack number 11. This is actually a really good box, I probably must say. Like I only bought one pack of Blooming Radiance, and I really don't know whether like, this is common for all Blooming Radiance's box, because I have no frame of reference, but this is amazing. Like, as far as I'm concerned, this is a really nice box. Like, look at this. It's just I haven't even opened the last pack yet, right? But like, look at this, right? So there's an OSR, there's a UR, there is yep, there's 3 RRs so far, 4 RRs, sorry. Is this an RR as well? Yes, there's 5 RRs so far. I'm actually missing this one as well, and this is 6 RR. Like this is 6 RRs and like 6 RRs, 1 UR, and 1 OSR. Like this is how it looks right now. It's looking gorgeous. This box is amazing. Okay, last pack of the night. After this, I'm just gonna linger around for a little bit and probably turn in. Anyone pick up the packet? I'd like to know. Nope, money's still available. So this is what happens when you're really, really like no one drops by kind of deal. Like you do promos. I feel like people are just being shy at some point. And it's also because it's like all Malaysians kind of thing. Like I don't like because I'm based a lot in Singapore nowadays, like a lot of you guys who might be watching might not be Malaysian. Oh hey, ooh, it's a poker card. Oh, it's Kobo. This is actually Kobo. Really nice art. Aww. Mume. Rare Kobo art. It's her traditional Indonesian costume. I really like this one, by the way. This is actually one of my favorite like costume designs that she has, and it's one of the cooler things that Holo ID has sort of introduced to the world, I guess. This whole Nusantara designs, which look really, really nice. I really wish there was more of this kind of stuff, but like it's really, really rare. I'm pretty happy having found got this. I didn't even know. By the way, I didn't even know this is actually there. So, like half the time, I don't know what to expect. I go into some of these things pretty blind because I feel it's nice to be pleasantly surprised by like what's there and what's not. But at the same time, I kind of get it. Like some people are going to go like, oh, you don't do your research and what the heck, like freaking lazy, and you'd be right. Some part of this is out of laziness. Some part of it is because it's really time consuming, and I just really want to just enjoy myself and have some fun playing around. But yeah, let's look at the rares. These are rares we got so far. Really cute, really sweet. This is from Blooming Radiance, basically series 1 of the Hololive card game. And look at this, I only have like 9 rares from the whole thing. This is just 9 rares, and like 3 of these are from this series. Sorry, no, not 9, 10 rares from this series. 3 of these are from this fantasy series, which looks really nice. Actually, I want to bring it up to the camera. Just look at that. Marine. Flare, once again, also looking really nice. Like, I love this artwork. This artist is actually really fun. I think they do Grand Blue art stuff, and this is Picasso. And then there's this really cool treatment of Cronies original art. It's really nice. And then this Indonesian costume for Kobo. I don't want to make it sound like this is a DLL kind of thing, done line kind of thing, but like when you're listing out stuff that's really cool, eventually some are just going to push to the back. I think it's unavoidable, so yeah. So yeah, a couple of Picora ones, and like miscellaneous rares. It never sounds good, by the way. Like it's a funny thing. I literally legit was wondering to myself, what was this going to feel like when you... Like the worst thing about a card game, right, is sometimes that the meta revolves around certain Oshis, like certain idols and stuff like that. And then what happens is like if you're a card gamer, you're gonna feel sometimes pushed to play Oshis that you can win with, as opposed to playing with the Oshis that you like, like that you want and you normally would regularly support. It also gets really complex and weird when it doesn't help either, like when your Oshis are not part of like a proper set yet, like they have not been released, so it also leaves you in this kind of weird position sometimes. Yeah, or what have you, right? And let's look at this. This is the OSR, the UR, and the RRs. Let's look at the RRs first real quick. So RRs, Polka. Really nice. Skin treatments, always really, really unique. ASCII. Zeta. Treatments. Sora. It's Sora, right? Please tell me if I'm wrong. Please blast me in the comment section if I'm wrong. No? Yeah. Once again, you can look at how like they've done all the treatments for the foilings, and each one of them have slightly different treatment, all just to make sure like it feels and fits the mood of their individual idols. So it's no two ones that are the same. This is, I wouldn't say no, actually, no two ones are the same. Is a bit of a misleading statement. But at least each of them are unique enough that it feels like it fits the thing. So it's not done haphazardly. There's a lot of intentionality behind this product, which is really nice. I think that's something that it matters and you should care about if you're doing a product that's meaningful to your fans. Yep. Of course, the UR from Suisse is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at how gorgeous. Look at. And then, of course, also the OSR that is from Louis. All right. With that, let's look at the top of the pile, like the ones that are really above the others, that are not, like, in terms of rarity, right? They are not RRs, they're not Rs, like we're just looking at like what the pile looks like right now. So it does look like every box comes with like something like this, where you are going to be like, you have either you have two like extra high ones, which are like either an OSR or UR or whatever label that you have. Whatever labels you have. OSR, RR, UC, SEC, OUR, UR. Yeah. So it's like the SEC, which is, I assume, is the secret one. And then the OUR, which we've never seen. Like SEC and the OUR, we've never seen. UR we have two, which is this two, which is really, really nice. RR is a bunch of them, obviously. OSR we have two. And then, oh wait, yeah, and this is an SR. Oh, the SR is introduced only in the later pack. Yeah, the SR is later introduced, as long as along with the S. It's a little different. So this is how it roughly looks, and then the rest is a bunch of RRs. Now, personally for me though, I think some of the RRs do look like nice, like as in legit, they can compete with SRs and URs in terms of treatment. Okay, probably not the URs, right? Just probably at least the SRs. But like they are some of them they do legit look like pretty cool. Like look at this. Look at the foiling and treatment on this one that they did for like both the slot machine in the background and everything else. I know I complained about this treatment because it makes it look a little like wrinkly, but like overall it's a gorgeous treatment for the entire card. And look at this Miko's like Mio's treatment for her card. Like, this is one of the first cards we were opening, and like look at this treatment for RR. This is just gorgeous. Same thing with Okayu's one. Okayu's one looks really nice. All right. Okay, guys. Okay, with that, I think I'm more or less done for today. No one's claimed any AngPow yet, so if you're watching this on VOD, please feel free to grab some I'm going to leave that link up. I'm not going to disband the thing. If it expires, it expires. I'm not putting it back up again. I'm sorry. But if you're Malaysian, if you're watching and you realize that it doesn't work, like if it works, let me know. If it doesn't work, please let me know as well. I'll be happy to indulge and put back up the pool if it turns out that I've done an oopsie and the QR code is wrong. Right? Yeah. I think with that, I think we're more or less done tonight. Thank you guys. If you guys are watching and check in at all, thank you guys so much for dropping by. Happy Lunar New Year for everyone. You have a wonderful, snaky year ahead. All the best to you, and may you live in the abundance that you deserve, in wealth and in health, and with all the love in the world. May your troubles fly from you, and may whatever ails you slip away. I hope you guys have a wonderful year ahead of you guys. But where's my mouse? Where is my mouse? Okay. Oh, there it is. Where am I back? I did want to mention something before I go off though. Moving forward for the rest of the year, I'm still making plans to try and do some production stuff here. I do want to try and continue streaming. But some of the things that I had in mind didn't quite work out. So, yeah, like the game design stream that originally I wanted to do as a staple, was kind of dropped, for side reasons. Life got in the way. Things got a little tough for both of us to commit. So we're kind of like putting that on the side. I still want to be able to do something though. So maybe that will come back in some other form. But for now, Game Designer Talks is shelved for now. Only after one episode. Worth experimenting, I suppose. The other one, Geeks at Sea, will probably continue on later in the year. I'm trying to book the people that I want to try and book. I'm trying to figure out who I want to call in and trying to work through what the potential like list of people is going to look like the guest list and all that kind of stuff. Geeks at Sea doesn't happen alone, because the whole point of it is to really share stories from different people and all that. So yeah, that's one thing. I'm also hoping to do some more recorded, sort of traditional YouTube stuff. There's been some inspiration in the back of my head with regards to doing like pre-recorded videos. I don't know if that would work out. I really don't know where it's going to land, but we'll see. We will see, right? But for tonight, at least, that's all I have. I hope to be able to see you guys again soon. This has actually been a very interesting one. And for what it's worth, I am pretty happy with the product. This is a little bit of money, honestly. This is a small chunk of change if you are a regular living person who's not really into card games, because I've essentially spent almost like $150 at Sing dollars for paper. But this is really nice paper, really pretty looking paper. And if it's your cup of tea, this is looking gorgeous. Yeah. I think with that, that's all I have for tonight. I'll see you guys again soon, hopefully sooner than later. I maybe, hopefully, try to stream more regularly, as in like maybe just do like regular game streams, like a normal streamer. I've always felt really weird about doing those on YouTube, but we'll see how it goes. For now, I'm just gonna turn in for now. Okay, I'll see you guys again soon, and hope you have a wonderful year ahead of you. Good night, guys. Ata. And thanks for joining.